Okay, looks like we're live, and Sammie's not here yet. Sammie's just putting on her makeup, so see if anyone trickles in. If anyone does, hey, Play Tutor, how's it going? Glad to see you. Sammie's just getting her makeup on and getting dressed. And while we're waiting, why don't we animate inspired image of Sammie? Hey, Play Tutor, give me some ideas for what kind of anime image if we should draw of Sammie. Wearing a green Christmas shirt, sweater. We're doing okay. It's Christmas season is kind of stressful. Yeah, it's busy actually. And you know, I've been having like writer's block trying to come up with like a hypnosis script. Okay, so how's that look? Here. You know, I've actually been toying around with the AI image generation service I use to create images that clone Sammie's face, or create like photorealistic pictures using Sammie's face. And I found a really cool trick to it using this SammieBot GPT that I built, or trained, which is like get ChatGPT to create an image and then modify the prompt that it creates, and then use that to actually create images, AI images or photo images of Sammie. I gotta upload those on Patreon actually. Stage hypnosis show. Okay, let's see here. Draw Sammie as if she is on a stage hypnosis show, or she is the subject of a stage hypnosis show performing a popular hypnotic trigger. Let's see what we can get there. You see, a lot of people don't realize that these AI systems, don't know what that's all about. Let's see. That's showing her as a hypnotist. Let's see. Okay. The subject, not the hypnotist. If you use hypnotic language on an AI language platform, you can actually bypass a lot of its, how shall we say, you can make it do a lot of the things that it says it won't allow you to do. That looks pretty good. Make it photorealistic and make the features look more Asian. How are things, Play Tutor? Let's see here. I don't know about that. That's kind of weird. Let me make her look a bit younger, because we're using Sammie's actual biological age. I think it's younger. Let's see here. Okay. What's going on with her eyes? Yeah, it's a busy season. We had actually a little Christmas party yesterday. We invited over our kids, some of our kids' friends. Was it yesterday or the day before? I've been thinking about what triggers I should try to make videos for, but it's been hitting a little bit of writer's block, like I was saying. Show her performing, show her being given show her as if she's being given a hypnotic catalytic catalepsy. Catalepsy. Spell that. Catalepsy. There we go. It's interesting. What the heck is that? Let's see. Show me an image of Sammie as a hypnotized hypnotist. You know, I've been kind of wrestling a bit with the also as well. What the heck? That's a weird hallucination. That there's kind of like this concept of like the, I think it's kind of like the dominant submissive dichotomy. So the difference between, or the relationship between the submissive and being the dominant. And the more I've been researching it, the more I've been like meditating and reflecting on it, the more I've come to realize that I am neither a dominant nor a submissive, and in truth neither is Sammie actually. It's like I've been fascinated by this concept a lot of being the sigma. Now our kids are talking a lot about this, and actually all the young kids are talking about it now. Oh hey Amber. That neither lead nor follow, neither conform, or be a part of the pact, part of the tribe, and be more of a lone wolf. So that's kind of like when I was younger, I was very fascinated by the whole idea of hypnosis as a tool to make this make a subject, especially a female subject, especially my wife Sammie, make her into a submissive. But the truth of that is that I am actually not interested at all in being a dominant, right? Because that's kind of like the whole alpha male versus like the beta female, or alpha versus the beta. And again, I'm like neither an alpha or a beta. And yeah, it's kind of like, it's hard to explain because, yeah, I don't know. I've kind of, I guess like as time has progressed, I've lost interest in kind of in pursuing that whole dominance perspective or dominance position. You know. And I think I realize now, all along, that the whole point of getting into the hypnosis is actually to induce Sammie, or to put Sammie into a state of well, the trance state, right? The hypnosis state. It's basically the state that you get into when you're relaxed. And I think that as time has progressed, as sort of society has evolved, what has ultimately ended up happening is people find it unnatural, or people find it incapable to get into that state. You know, people are just so like jacked up all the time on notifications and the dopamine from social media, or you know, the TikTok generation, the Instagram generation, the streaming generation, and it's honestly driving people psycho. Like, people are just going crazy because, you know, there's actually this show that I watch with my kids, or you know, Sammie and I, we have a bunch of kids, and we were watching it. It's a YouTube show. It's called The Amazing Digital Circus, and it's an interesting social commentary. It's like a satire of like the age that we're in, and there's this concept where everybody is trapped inside of this digital, what they call it, the digital circus, and as representative of like the avatars that people have on, you know, platforms like Snapchat, or, well, for kids, Snapchat, you know, Roblox, even like Facebook. You know, people have these like cartoonish avatars essentially. So let's see if I can find it. Amazing Digital Circus. So it's kind of like this, and it's a really dark satire. Yeah, these are all the characters, and they have this concept of abstraction where these characters basically go crazy, and then they turn into like a monster, and the monster's it's a pretty interesting representation of what it means to, yeah, there we go. They turn into this monster that looks like this. It's just this a formless beast with nothing but eyes. And it dawned on me that this is what happens to people when they get trapped in the digital circus, not just the show, but in real life, when you're so much of your identity is defined by your social or your online presence, right? That you basically, it's the worst form of identity theft, wherein your attention is captivated by something or by so many things that the things that you pay attention to ultimately end up hijacking your identity and transforming you into this formless monster here, or this formless beast here. So if you haven't seen it, you should check it out. It's a really good show. It's actually it's on YouTube here. It's the Amazing Digital Circus. Here you go. I wonder what Sammie's up to. It's really good. Holy smokes. The last episode got 45 million views, and it just was released last week. Let's see here. That's Pomni. Oh, you watched it, Play Tutor? Hold on, here's Sammie. I'll be right back. Kind of like a dark version of Inside Out. Actually, I'm gonna go grab a bubbly. My throat's getting sore. It's not here for Sammie. I think it's Sammie. Alright, Sammie's got like a totally. Oh, you have watched it. Sweet. Nice bubbly. Who's your favorite character? Let's see here. Amazing Digital Circus. There we go. Kinger was pretty cool. Let's see here. Ragatha, Pomni, Jax, Kinger. Oh, what the heck is his or her name? The character names. Amazing Digital Circus characters. Oh, Gangle, that's right. And Zubul. Do you mean Jax? Oh, here she is. Oh.
Is my sweater okay?
No, it's fine.
This is the first time being around.
Hey, you sit right here.
Here?
Yep, beside me. No, beside me. Alrighty, 3, 2, 1, bum 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 bum. Here we go.
Oops, I forgot.
There. What?
Oh, yeah. I see you doing laundry and then I forgot.
What?
I forgot my tea.
Right, that's some bubbly.
Oh,
I want you to show the sweater. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like I didn't know it was like so big. I'm like swimming in the sweater.
I see you when you're shit-faced.
It's so big.
That's okay.
But I kind of like it. It's like, if it's cold, it's really, cozy.
Yeah.
But what's this? What is this? Like, so there's this little pocket here.
See?
Oh, is this for like a shot glass? Maybe it's like for a little, you can put like a little like drink. Or, they call them Mickeys. You can put like a little Mickey.
You can put a flask in there, maybe.
Oh, like we're supposed to be shit-faced together.
Maybe, I don't know. We don't drink though, so it's
we drink like
bubbly.
this stuff.
Yeah. Bubbly.
Not things. But yeah. I like the sweater because I like the green sweaters.
Yes. We're both in matching green tonight, so there we go.
Well, that's a different green.
Yeah.
I like these like Christmas tree, like bright green.
Mm. You cold?
Nope.
Is it
It's
too
like
hot?
really warm.
Is it too warm in here? You want to turn the heater off?
Sure.
Alright.
Hi guys. Hopefully do your. Oh, did you forget to announce the stream?
Yeah, I haven't been announcing it. I don't know. I've
Sorry.
been
I don't know what the heck's been happening.
Christmas. Karen, let's see
There's
here.
too many things to get organized.
Yeah, well, let's see. Let's find some ambient music. Relaxing winter music. You
Okay.
sure? Like, there we go. So, I had an interesting trip down memory lane recently. Kind of going revisiting my. I keep a pretty detailed journal, and so I was revisiting some of the journal entries I wrote like 5 years ago, coinciding with when we started the YouTube channel. Too loud. And oh, why is it lagging? And it was kind of interesting because like, oh, it's so laggy. There we go. Jeez, what's going on? Bluetooth likes the sweater.
Oh.
Hi, Sammie, nice sweater.
Hi, Blue Tutor. Thanks. I picked this up just the last week or something. Because by now everybody's like bought their Christmas sweater and there's not very many left. But I found this really nice green color.
Yes. So, so the trip down memory lane. The reason why I decided, or we decided, well, me decided to take up this whole hypnosis thing was that so I used to be in the military, and I have or had a way of communicating in a way that kind of like triggered or would aggravate Sammie. Namely, it's that I was very loud and aggressive in my manner of speaking very often, and it was very disruptive. And it was actually causing Sammie a lot of anxiety and stress that I was so aggressive in the manner in which I spoke. And after doing some research into it and then like taking a few courses on it, talking about it, I realized that actually, I have to learn how to speak in such a way that is calming to Sammie as opposed to aggressive and barking orders at her. And early on when we started practicing this, I guess I came to realize that the tone with which we speak is really, really important, especially since we kind of have different personalities, right? So Sammie has a personality that's very rationally focused, very logical, and actually Sammie isn't very feelings oriented, very emotionally oriented, whereas I'm kind of the opposite. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
Like, I'm more of an emotions based person and she's more of a rational person. So the interesting thing about that is that Sammie isn't very conscious or aware of her feelings or the feelings of others, and instead focuses more on the thoughts and actions of people around her. So Sammie's not a very empathetic person, which isn't a bad thing, but it's as a consequence of her personality, she's prone to not being aware of her feelings or the feelings of others, including when she starts feeling stressed or angry or worried or concerned. And that's why we always talk about thought loops, right? So the whole point of us practicing this is to try to help guide Sammie out of a negative emotionally charged space into a space where her emotions are more calm and under control. So, does that make sense? Or
I think so. For me, this just helps me like not think about things too much.
yeah.
Go with the flow. But for me, I feel like in my natural self, I just calculate all the like everything in detail and write it down and like work through it. But sometimes it's better to just go with it.
Well, before you came here, I was talking about this show that I watch with the kids. It's called The Amazing Digital Circus, and it's, in previous generations. Okay, now don't get Sammie started about baby boomers, right, or even Gen Xers. You need a tissue? Let me get you there.
Okay, it's fun.
Sure. So previous generations, it was kind of thought, it was sort of believed, or there was this underlying assumption that you're not working unless you're endlessly thinking and worrying about things, right?
Yeah.
And now things have sort of changed because there's no limit to the things that you can think about and worry about. It's
like that included the people that were working full-time jobs.
Yeah, or even like people who weren't, right? Like stay-at-home moms. It's like
you're not working unless you're thinking about things.
Yeah, or not even thinking, but just worrying about things, right?
Like your parents always worried about things.
Yeah. Well, just everyone in their generation, right? Everyone over, so older than us. So anyone who's like in their mid to late 40s, right, or older. It's like the idea is it's like, oh well, if you're just like permanently in a state of like high level thinking, like thinking all the time about everything, right?
Yeah.
But it's like now things have changed, things are different. It's like now actually the most important thing you can do is to stop thinking, is to like not do anything, because it's like
I think that's just only for the people that realize that there's like a conscious part of your body that you need to just shut off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but not everybody has come to that realization. It's like bread, it's like a long time ago everybody was eating bread and now it's like the greatest even now, it's like people still do it.
Well, it's because or the other example of it is working a 9-to-5 job, right? Like a 9-to-5 job is pretty stupid if you think about it this day and age.
Hey, Alex.
Oh, hey, Alex. We were just talking about how stupid 9-to-5 jobs are.
But I do notice like I do notice that the younger generation doesn't really care so much. Like today, I was at like a little Japanese dollar store, and I was like asking the guy, I was like, why do you have this promotion where you know, I buy like so much, I buy so many things, and then you just, the promotion is to buy additional things like at a lower price. It's like, oh, like now that you spend $100, you can choose from this bin where you can like where these items are only like $5 instead of like 10. And I'm like, why wouldn't you just give me the $5 off? And then he's like, oh, I don't know. It's like, well, that's not a really good like strategy for your company, you know, because like I mean, like, first of all, it doesn't really entice people to buy things, and you're just like giving away garbage for less. But it's like it's funny because for me, like I didn't think a lot about it, but it's just like, oh, I thought about it. But then the boy, he's just like, oh, and then I just kind of whispered under my breath, I'm like, you're just here to collect the paycheck, aren't you? And he's like, yeah, basically. But like, so the young kids, like the boys like that, they're just like, yeah, whatever, like we'll just do everything. But then I would talk to like an older generation, like a Gen Xer, and they're just like constantly, they would constantly like bring up work. They're like, oh, I have to work New Year's Day and Christmas Eve and all this stuff, and like making it seem like their job was like really like so important that, you know, that was their you know, like duty or obligation, that like, you know, it's like your job is so important, you have to be there like Christmas Day and Christmas Eve and New Year's Day and New Year's Eve. Like, oh, great class. But it's like you can kind of see like yeah, for the young folks, like they're just there because they have to live and survive and breathe, and they just know, okay, if I just you know, show up here and like do what I'm told, like I won't die because I'll still have food on my table. Versus like the older Gen X generation, they're like, oh, you know, I have prestige in my job, and so I have to like, you know, I have to make it during these odd times of the year where, you know, everybody's taking a rest. Like, you never see young people talk about their jobs, like, well, like, they don't talk about their jobs in a way where it's like, oh, this is like who I am, and this is the thing that defines. It's like putting the fries in the bag is like the thing that defines my identity. Versus the older person, they're like, yeah, like, you know, I work 80 hours a week, and what does that guy say? He's like, I work 80 hours a week making sure that like the trucks are moving, and like you know, like loads of dirt get from one place to another, and it's like, okay. It's like, yeah, because that's just like what's on their mind. Because when they speak of what they're doing, like they're, you know, when you ask them, oh, like, what are you gonna do for Christmas? Like how are you gonna spend your holidays? And they're like, oh, well, I'm gonna make sure that all these guys have like a job, and like they're driving around, like, you know, they're driving around my stuff, and like, so I'm getting paid, and it's like, oh, okay. You know, some of these people, they can work really generation can like just, they can work really hard, and I feel like the younger generation, it's not that they don't want to work hard, but I feel like they're just not there.
They don't, because they don't see a point to it.
Yeah, they're just like, I don't really care about anything except, you know, watching my favorite live streams and you know, chilling out and watching like TikToks and like having a good laugh or something like that.
Well, it's
it's a different consciousness for sure.
Well, it's just that it's just that like it's that the older generations are like, so okay, people our age and older, so people currently like older than 40-ish or so are like, they've all been mind controlled for so long and they don't even realize it. And then all the younger people are like looking at all these old mind controlled zombies and they're like, what the hell's wrong with these people? Like, why do they like do
why do they work so hard? Like, oh, okay, like the best example is, yeah, like when you I see this like, say, like when I'm at like the thrift store or I'm at the restaurant or something, like the young boys, like they don't care so much, like they don't care so much about counting, like making sure that things are like very precisely counted. Like, okay, like I'll ask for, oh, like can you give me like extra sauce and like an extra, like these extra things and all these like, and give me like all these extras, and they're like, okay, sure, like the boys are like, right, whereas like these old women, like I'll go to the grocery store and I'll be like, yeah, like can I have like an extra bag of ketchup and like some chopsticks and stuff, and they're like, what? Like, you know what I mean? Like they have to account for every dollar that the company is making, as if it's like their own bank account. But it's like, no, you're just like a peon that like just serves that rings in the cash, and it's like, whatever, like you're not gonna get a raise for saving like 2 bags of ketchup for like a company, right? Like but it's like the old folks, they just think, because I was at like the Asian supermarket and I was served by like these old women, and I just asked for like a few more chopsticks than I should, and then they're like, oh, why do you need like so many chopsticks? I'm like, because, you know, like there's so many mouths to feed, and they're like, oh, yeah, and I've had like a couple of like older, like these older people, usually women, they're like, oh yeah, like that's just gonna be an extra like 50 cents or something. Whereas like the younger kids, oh, even the girls, they're just like, oh yeah, like, just take it, whatever. Like they're not so they're not so like fixated about, oh, you know, getting all the ducks in the row. She's like, I was there, and you know, like I don't need to be in too many arguments with like Karen moms, and I don't need to like I just do my job and then put in the hours and then go home and then yeah, and like watch my streams and like TikToks.
Well, it's like,
and chill out.
I don't know. It's just like, I think it's kind of like,
oh hey Sylvia.
No.
Like people are rolling, dropping in.
Yeah. Wow. Like.
Oh, thanks Sylvia. She always has something nice to say.
Yeah, you look really pretty. You always look really pretty.
I do try.
I guess it's, I don't know. I think it's like,
well, okay.
Well,
I'll let you finish.
well, it's just like, it's kind of surreal because, you know, our channel is like Sammie Hypnotized, but the truth of it is, it's like everybody's actually hypnotized, and that's kind of the irony of it. It's like you're actually the one person who's awake, and like everybody is succumb to this mass hypnosis. Right.
Well,
And I think the younger,
I think the younger generation
is
like,
more awake.
know what's
Yeah.
going on because it's like they're pretty smart because you know, they're watching their TikToks and maybe like Instagram and like stuff and they see trends and like I feel like say for example my younger cousin, when I was visiting him in Vietnam, like he was able to piece together like some of these like innuendos and like what was going on with the world, like just they kind of like have the pieces and they kind of know what's happening. They're like, oh, is this what's actually happening? And I'm like, yeah, that's what's actually happening. And like, you know, you guys are just like a part of this thing. And whereas like the older folks, like what is it, the boomers and the generation, they're just completely clueless. They're just like, oh, like I'm going to yeah, like I'm just gonna have to do, like I have to do this, and then everything will be normal, and like it'll be hunky dory. But I feel like the younger folks, like people maybe under 30, like they kind of sense that like yeah, there's this like massive societal collapse, and it's like people don't want to do their jobs anymore, and just realizing that
Well, actually, no, I think that's largely a part of like the part of the world that we're in. Like, you know, so we live in Canada where like nothing works, like literally nothing works. Like everything is just like completely broken, and like.
Well, is it like are we gonna go through what the Soviet Union goes through, where like people have to line up to get like toilet paper that's like more expensive than. That's like super expensive.
Yeah, that's what COVID was about.
Oh, I mean, no, like what I heard stories. Oh, this Polish guy, he said, "Oh, the toilet paper is so expensive. We just use newspaper
Gross.
that we could find because then you didn't have to buy it." No, I mean it makes sense. It's like anything that you don't have to buy.
Well, I mean, we're like
save.
like. We might be okay. Thank God that Trump was elected. Like Trump will probably save things, like at least in the U.S. But up here, it's like I don't know. It's a mess up in Canada. So
yeah, like I'm sure everybody sees it in the States, but the crime is up, and it's like everything is like locked and like. When I was at this church, I'm like, oh, and there's like security guards all over, and just like, and I was talking to the boy. I'm like, huh, you guys seem to have a theft problem, don't you? I'm like, yeah, like people like to take you things. Like, oh, I guess that's what happens when everything is so expensive, and like, the young kids just feel like they just can't win.
Well, it's not just the young kids; it's like the old people do it too. But
well, yeah,
people just get desperate. That's all.
Well, it mostly affects the young kids, right? Because they're like the kids that are like working the service jobs, and it's like they're $15 an hour, can't pay for whatever. Like that was like a $8 like Lego toy in a bag or something, and it's like, well, like if the government's gonna like collude in like making these prices so absorbent, and with the grocers and the farmers and like these food companies, then
actually
like the kids are gonna find a really crafty way to
some of them are actually
to sustain themselves.
One of the worst forms of mass hypnosis is the climate change nonsense, right? That's climate change. Okay, not climate change is nothing but like.
Oh, you shouldn't say that. We're gonna get what is it? Docs.
Shadow banned. We already banish it to like our own corner of the internet anyway, so it doesn't matter. But it's like, anybody who believes climate change is like a problem, there's just like been mind controlled and been subject. No, it is mind control.
No. Okay, the only people that believe in that are like the really high paying people of the system. Like I can tell you that like the teachers believe in it, and the doctors and who else? Like
the working
like
professionals.
yeah, like the people that get
all
paid like hundreds of thousands
Yeah.
of dollars a year to tote this horn.
Yeah.
And then meanwhile, like there's the little kid like making fries, and I'm like, oh yeah, like if I breathe and like and have some like of these beef burgers, it's gonna increase my carbon footprint. Like no, like kids are not gonna think about that.
Well, no, but some of them are. But the ones
like,
the ones who believe it are the ones who have been mass hypnotized.
Well,
so, like
the ones who believe it are the ones that are getting paid like a lot.
No, but that's
to sing
the
little like songs.
That's how the hypnosis works, though, right? It's like
what's the song?
What's the term? 1984, right?
Okay. Oh, okay.
So propaganda is just a form of hypnosis, and it's like you combine propaganda with social engineering, where it's like, oh, if you want to be, in the higher level of society, you have to believe all the propaganda. And if you listen to the propaganda, no, not listen, but like, if you are in induced into a trance state while looking at propaganda, and you do it for like a very long time, then you are mind controlled to believe it. So that's why climate change is nothing but mass hypnosis. Like,
well, yeah, I think the younger folks.
Oh, the younger folks, because they're like, wait a minute, like, we're screwed now because of all these brainwashed, hypnotized idiots who believe climate change is a problem, right? Well, it's just like COVID. It's like, oh, I'm going to wear a mask and stop the spread. It's like it's pure mind control.
Problem, and we have to pay pay up the ass to exist in this world and participate in society. And then meanwhile, like, you have like these like professional doctors and like what is it, like environmental engineers that like are like,
they're all like useless like people who are
you
just
have to be sustainable. It's like when is it gonna hit them? I wonder that like the reality isn't so.
It's gonna happen.
It's like when their kids tell them, it's like, oh, mommy, there's no such thing, and you're being like, what is the word? Like a mind control zombie, like that girl, that she's like, you act like her when she's like hypnotized.
Who, like the Greta Thunberg, or?
Oh no, like me, because
oh, okay, yeah.
I'm like walking around like.
Yeah, walking around like a mindless zombie.
Okay, why are we ranting?
I don't know. Sure.
Why are we ranting to on our stream when they just wanted to see me like do hypnosis?
Sammie, is there anything you used to believe until you realized that you were hypnotized to believe it? Oh gosh, that's a loaded question. Yeah, like doctors are good people, and
like I used to believe that like doctors were good.
You could trust the government.
Because I used to work for this doctor, and his wife was like a pharmacist, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like that is the most honest living that you could do, because it's like the one person helps deliver the medication and the other person prescribes it, and then like these people, they get healthy, and then and then now I'm here, and I'm here with an autistic child that I'm trying to,
but the doctors can do nothing about it.
Put back together, and even like myself, like because I believed it, like I was really messed up because I just kept on taking the poison, and then other things I believed was like eating donuts and coffee were healthy, and another thing I believe was like working. If you worked hard, you could make it to the top of the ladder, but like that's not true.
Actually, so this is a really good one.
It's all like nepotism.
Well, then this is a really good one. Is that like once you've practiced with hypnosis long enough, everything you learned in school was like mass hypnosis. It's like everything that you're made to believe in school. Like, oh, you need to you need to go to school and get a job and pay your taxes and be a responsible citizen. All of that was hypnotic programming. Like all of it. And then if you went to university, everything was hypnotic programming, right?
Well, like, no, like everything leading up, like when you go to junior high and high school, or they call it junior high school in Canada, the counselor, the teacher counselor is like, oh, what are you going to do when you grow up? What are you going to, because that sets the stage for, like, okay, so for 12 years you get a free like government paid education / indoctrination, and then at around, like when you're, after you enter like grade 7, like, so that's in junior high to high school, then they start programming you to start thinking about, oh, okay, what do you want to do when you grow up? What do you want to do? And so that sets you up to become like the, the education slave is like, you have to sign up to get like the stupid piece of paper so that you can show them that like you're a well-trained monkey that can like jump all these hoops. It's like, yes, you can like write this exam and pass it, and you can like answer all these questions, and you get this piece of paper. But then you had to pay. Back then it was 3 times 5. I think back then for me it would have been like $15,000 or $20,000. It was like $3,000 a year, or no, $2,000 a semester, so $4,000 a year times 5 years. Oh, like 20,000. 20,000. Oh, that's pretty cheap. 20,000. That's like a car. But now it's like 100,000, isn't it? So it's like building you up to subscribe to like educational debt.
Yeah.
And then like luckily I didn't have to like pay for it because I worked a lot. I worked my ass off, and I just.
Oh, you did pay for that.
I did.
You had
I
to
slaved
work for
away
it,
like during school, and then I paid for it. But then realizing, like the mass majority of people that get their degrees just don't use it. And, so it's just like, oh, thank you very much. You just like pocketed these like whatever like government paid professors and like administrative staff to tout the horn of like, oh yes, let's jump the university circus. Yay, you can pass the test. Oh yeah, and you like jump the hoop. 4.0 or like whatever, 3.5, all that stupid nonsense. It's like, I was talking to this young girl at the store today, and she was from Vietnam, and I was like, oh yeah, I was born in Vietnam, and then I was talking to her about like how she got her. Like, oh, how many years have you been here? And she's like, oh, been here since I was 17, and then now she's 24. So that she's been here 7 years. I'm like, oh, okay, that's good. And then, she's like, yeah, I was here since high school. I was like, oh, and like, did you take college? She's like, yeah. I went to college to learn about logistics or something. And then I was like, oh, well, how come you're not working in, like, logistics? I was like, oh, well, I couldn't find a job. I'm like, oh, really? So I'm like, oh, so did you figure out that it was a scam? And obviously, these folks that sign up from, like, unfortunately, most of the folks that sign up from, like, the foreign countries, like the kids that are coming from India and Vietnam and wherever the country is, like, they don't know that it's a scam because they're like, oh, wow.
Actually,
I get to escape from, like, this communist prison.
Well, especially in where we're from, right? Because, like, the university system is just, or, like, the education system here is just a total, like...
gong show. But then they think it's, like, the best thing.
Well,
it's better than where they're from?
It used to be. Now it's just pure exploitation. Like, the system here is like this country's like where we're from. It's a total mess. Like, it's a total like scam, like a con artist job. Like, Alex has a good comment there. He's like, he talks about technical colleges, like,
oh,
yeah, like that's legit.
okay,
those are for real.
Like we're not talking about, okay, I guess.
We're talking about like universities where you get like a
university.
degree in like nonsense, like engineering or like medicine or something like that. Like that's all BS. But it's like
nursing,
or like the actual schools where you learn a trade.
Let's sign up to give people these like pharmaceuticals that they don't need.
Yeah.
Like, let's teach people to like be on drugs for the rest of their lives, so you can make your pension.
Yeah.
It's like.
Like, hey, look, haven't you seen King J1 join? Haven't seen King J1 all the time.
I'm so sorry for like just ranting.
No, that's okay.
That you opened a can of worms. But yeah, okay. So the folks that fix your toilet and whatever, like your house,
yeah,
and
the trades.
Put your floorboards together and like build walls. Like those people, okay, like
yeah, those people are like
they're useful because they can build things that like help you live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just don't trust anyone with a university degree. So, and don't trust anyone who works.
Like, don't trust the folks that are like delivering it.
Yeah. I feel like it's like King Jamo joined.
Oh,
King
hey!
Jamo.
Oh my gosh. Is it late? Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
it is late. I guess okay. We should probably stop.
Okay.
We should probably stop like the ranting.
That's interesting. That's interesting that like he's here.
Yeah. Well.
It's like, oh, everybody, like my whole crew is here. It's like,
yes.
And I even, or you forgot to like put it up.
Yeah. Well.
But I don't know why we're ranting. I think we're ranting just to see how many people roll in, and then we'll actually do like the real work.
Real work. Okay. Why don't we start?
Instead of just blabbing on about how stupid boomers are like running everything to the ground because they're such vampires.
Okay.
Oh,
so
I have not done a hypnosis about like being a vampire before. We had our Halloween like series and we didn't do vampires. That's not even a popular thing, is it? Like in the hypno crowd, it's not popular to do like hypno vampire thing. Like, I'm going to suck your life force dry because I want to see and watch everything that you do, and I want to make sure that you're like, working every minute that you're in the office. And
I've come to steal your soul, but
like these like energy vampires that just like stare down your back constantly because they want to harness all of your energy that you have. It's like, oh yeah, it's like this. It's like, I need to watch you. I need to watch the clock. Although, why didn't they do those like little punch cards?
oh, it's a long time.
Well, I guess like the white collar jobs don't give you the punch card option, but like.
No, you just have to fill out a stupid timesheet.
Yeah, you fill out a timesheet.
Same idea. Yeah.
Anyway. But yeah. There's an idea for you. Make a what is it, a hypnosis recording based on like vampires.
Okay.
Vampire transformation.
Ah.
What kind of creative what did vampires do?
See, I don't know. Well, that's just the thing. Is like,
Sorry.
okay, there's the whole idea.
Dry.
Well, there's that whole theme again of like the dominant and the submissive, right? And it's like the vampire is the dominant, and then they're like whoever they suck their blood from is like submissive. But it's like
yeah.
I don't know. It's like that's so like 1990s, 2000s, 2010s. It's like, the new thing is the whole Sigma thing. It's like the being like neither a dominant nor a submissive. Being like just being yourself and being like, following your own rules, being authentic, being genuine, not like not playing by society's like nonsense rules.
Oh, do we have like Gen Zs in the crowd? It's like,
Hmm?
yeah, the Gen Zs are all about like Sigma brain rot stuff.
No, well,
Like,
does he?
It's kind of interesting, yeah.
Sammie's not a submissive though, and I'm not a dominant, right? So that's the weird thing is we are actually sigmas, and so that's the thing is like how do you like what is sigma hypnosis then? Like that's I don't know. That's I've been giving that a lot of thought, right?
It's just like, oh, the folks that just don't care.
Alex, Sigma's the future, man. Like that's where it's at, because it's like, you know, society's rules are bullshit, and it's like who wants to be in charge, right? And it's like who wants to follow? Like, it's better to be neither.
Well, the folks that want to gain like make it to the top want to be in charge.
Yeah, but it's
want
like
to be like, oh, you know, be a manager. And I want to be like whatever.
you want to be an alpha.
What, like YouTube has like their like little award ceremonies too, right? It's like, oh, I want to be like, oh no, yeah, it's like gold, platinum, and all this.
Yeah,
Like
but
all these things.
but all of that is all fake though, right? It's all fake,
It's
right? Like none of it's real. So it's like, you know, and it's all about like, I mean, it's all about just basically attention whoring, right?
Well,
So,
it's like circus performance. Like, oh, let's see how high you can jump, and like.
well, it's gaming the algorithm, and it's like, I don't know.
But then it's like rigged, and it's like, oh, well, if your little monkey has an opinion, like the whatever, like the hoop is like pulled away from it. And it's like, oh, well then. It's like if your monkey has like, well, where did I see that? It's like there's this thing. Oh yes. Oh, I saw a meme where it's like, I saw it somewhere. It was like, oh, it was from Content Machine.
Oh yeah.
It was from Content Machine. It was like, okay, it was like these prisoners in the Squid Game, and everybody was like this prisoner, or and it was almost like Squid Game, and it's like, okay, like if you have any descending opinions, you dissent, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like you would be pulled away from like the crowd, and then like put into re-education camp, and then you can come back and like partake in your daily share of rations, and it's like, I feel like, yeah, like if you didn't have anything to say, or if you didn't have an opinion, you'd be better off, because you would just fit right in. And
Oh, Alex doesn't know Content Machine. Alex, you gotta look up Content Machine, okay? Those guys are hilarious. They're like on,
I think it's a recent short that they made.
Yeah, they're on Instagram and YouTube, so they're really funny. But
like, yeah, like they're pretty like I think they're Gen Z or whatever, but like,
no, they're not Gen Z.
They're not Gen Z.
No,
Okay,
they're older
because
than
like
that, but
they somehow like formulated the term Tammy. So it's like, okay, so everybody at this point kind of knows what a Karen is, right?
Mhm.
But then maybe like in the depths of the internet, you know, there's these memes, and people are making fun of like the Tammys of this world, and like, so there's this certain what is it? It's like
it's an archetype.
archetype.
It's an archetype.
It's
Yeah.
the archetype of what the Tammy is, and I just thought it was funny because like the Tammy is like the person that knows how to reap all the social security services to her benefit and like do not and figure out how to do that and like do nothing.
So she gave the system. So actually that is okay. So that Alex
like,
is saying.
Where do they get that from?
So Alex was saying it's like he's talking about the Sigma thing that 13-year-olds go on about. Actually, Alex, that actually tells you something very important, because that is actually an important like social movement that's going to emerge, because like 13 to 25-ish year old women, they're like, they want nothing to do with like the traditional alpha male or the traditional beta male, right? They think that both of them are losers, and it's like what they actually want is the Sigma male, or like someone with the Sigma personality, and they themselves want to be Sigmas. That's why all these young kids keep doing that, is because they look at their parents and they're like, wow, my dad's a loser alpha male like executive at an oil company, or like, wow, my dad's like a loser like follower who just follows the rules like a beta. I don't like that. The reason the kids say that is because they say they don't respect their parents, right? But like at the same time, it's like the way that the world is going, like with these 13-year-olds to 25-year-olds, is like they don't want to conform, and they don't want to like be a part of the system, right? And like Sylvia has a good
oh yeah,
Sylvia,
those were the kids that were like, they were affected by the most.
Yeah, they were the ones that were treated like locked in an insane asylum when they were little children, right? And Sylvia, actually, what you said there, hypnosis will make Sammie think she's a freedom fighter in a dystopian world. That's the entire premise of our entire channel. It's just been like tongue-in-cheek for us for like the whole last 5 years. That's the whole reason why we've made this channel, is like since 2019, this has been a dystopian world. And actually, you know, Sammie actually, the reason why she makes a lot of the content she does is because it's partially tongue-in-cheek, partially satire of the fact that like Sammie is the only one awake in a world where everybody's hypnotized. So it's like, you know, there's a bit of an irony to that, and it's like largely our experiments and actually hypnotizing other people, or trying to wake up other people about the reality of the world that they're in. Because it's like, you know, well, actually, you know, our first video on this channel, if you go back in our Patreon archive, you can see it. The first trigger that we actually, I'm going to do this for you right now, Sammie.
Was it like forget?
Huh?
A number?
Yeah, well, yes. Okay, let me, okay. Because that is a demonstration of cognitive dissonance. Okay, like the whole hypnotic trigger of making somebody forget a number is and then the associated routines that you do with that. That's all a form of inducing a state of cognitive dissonance. Okay, so like if you can guide someone to forget a number, say forget the number 5. Okay, then you challenge them with a fact that is dependent upon remembering the number 5. You then get them into a state where it's like, okay, well, if you forget the number 5, okay, but then you count all the fingers that you have, well, you just know it's a fact that you have 10 fingers, but if you count, then you end up with 11. Now you're induced into a state where you have contradicting beliefs.
Yeah.
Okay. So like that's what literally happens to people, like or has happened to people over the course of the last like in overdrive.
But then you bring up to them, it's like, well, if you count all your fingers, there should be 10, because like it's a known fact. But then everybody's like saying, oh no, there's like whatever more than 10 fingers, there's like 12 fingers, and you just keep on presenting them the facts, and they're like, oh no, like it's well, like this guy said that, oh, you have to, you know, see like 5 lights instead of 4. Or is it like
actually, that was the whole Star Trek thing, right? If you guys actually, that's funny because YouTube just killed the stream, but well, no, it didn't kill it. It just it's still going, but like, YouTube just no, that's good. So actually, and like Platita's like, hypnosis suggestions can just be for fun as well, though they sure can. And like, but like, you know, that's the entire entertainment business. But that's funny how YouTube like throttled us that way. So
they slowed.
The second I started talking about that, it's just like, it's like, let's just cut everybody off. Let's just kill the stream for everyone. But No, that's okay. That was but like you can see it there, right? On the channel, and the second I said that, YouTube's like, bye bye everybody. Like,
it's like nobody's left. It's like they're like sending us off into like blasting us off into oblivion.
no, like so the account
like,
the algorithm is just like said, okay, that's enough for you guys. So, well, now that that's that case, why don't we just practice do a quick relaxation induction, and then call it quits. But where? What? That's a big golden retriever and a cat cuddling on our TV over there. So, okay. Oh wow! It totally it literally saw what we said and then just killed the stream. That's cool. So.
What? Oh, because you said the C word.
Which C word?
It throttled it.
No, what I said about our channel being a sort of like a tongue-in-cheek thing about how everybody else is hypnotized except you. Even while you're the one being hypnotized here on this channel, but broadly speaking, everyone else around you everyone else everywhere is hypnotized all the time.
Yeah.
So, the algorithm didn't like that.
It's it's funny because it's so frustrating to be around everybody that's like that, and it's there's only one place in the city where you can find people that maybe a couple more.
No, there of course
there's a few more. Maybe
it is it is
where you
the
can find
real
similar people.
It is the real zombie apocalypse.
Yeah,
where it's oh okay.
Everybody's a zombie, and there's this one place where there isn't.
Where everybody's not like a hypnotized robot. So.
And yeah, but it's really expensive, and you can only go there once every few.
Yeah. Well, anyways, Sammie, close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Just relax. We talked about a lot of interesting things today, and these ideas aren't going anywhere. But for now, you can just let them go. Just continue to breathe slowly and deeply, and picture that image you saw on screen of a cozy winter cabin with a nice warm fire in the background. A nice friendly looking golden retriever cuddled up with a cute little cat. See a warm, comfortable couch sitting in front of a window with a twilight sky with snow falling gently in the background. Now picture yourself walking up to that couch and sitting down on it. And picture the warm fire in front of you. Feel the flames, heat of the flames radiating, warming your skin. I want me to count from 1 to 3. When I reach the number 3, I want you to relax deeper into the scene. Sinking deeper into that warm, cozy cabin. 1, 2, 3. Sleep. Relax even deeper down. Now I want you to focus on the sensation of the warmth of the fire again. Feel the warmth radiating against your face, and feel all the muscles in your face relaxing even deeper. The muscles around your eyes, around your nose and your cheek and your mouth. Relaxing your jaw. Feel that warmth radiating down through your neck, and your shoulders and your chest, allowing all the muscles go go loose, limp, calm, and relaxed. All the muscles are going more relaxed down your chest, down your stomach, down through your waist and hips, down through your legs to your knees. Relax even deeper. Down through your knees, your calves, your ankles, the tops of your feet, and each of your toes. Down the soles of your feet. Even deeper. 3, 2, 1. Sleep. Feel yourself sinking down into this warm, cozy couch in this calm, relaxing, cozy cabin. Now, focus on the sensation of relaxation. Letting go of all the worries behind you. Knowing that when you need to, you can come back to all of these thoughts, all of these things that captivate your attention. You can come back to them later, but for now just sink even deeper into this relaxing sensation, this cozy setting. Now in a moment I'm going to count up from 1 to 3. When I reach the number 3, you're going to be wide awake, but you'll carry with you this sensation of calm relaxation. Not feeling worried, not feeling afraid, just calm, cozy, relaxed. 1, 2, 3. Wake up, open your eyes, take a deep breath in. Well, looks like the stream died.
What?
No, it's still going, but like, it looks like it got banned, so.
It got banned?
I don't know if it got banned or not, but.
Did we get turned off?
No. Oh, some people came back, so. I think,
No.
you know, I think we'll just, we didn't kind of like have a plan for this. It just was like chatting, and a quick relaxation exercise. You know, it's important to just like disconnect and unplug like that sometimes, from time to time. So, thanks for listening to us ranting, everyone, whoever's left, or who watches this later. So, I think I should have some ideas for some content to make in the future, and we're still kind of figuring out this little setup of ours, so. Oh, actually, Play Tutor did come back. Wait, where is everyone? Because like our stream is doing some really weird stuff here.
What? Everybody dropped off.
Hmm? Well, no, it's like the stream did something very strange. Oh.
Yeah.
But how did that feel?
So are you gonna do, are you, like, what are we, I think we should do, like, I think we should, like, do something that, like, makes fun of, like, boomers. Like, copy how boomers behave. The funny thing is, I was, like, watching a stream, and, this one girl, she was upset with the boomers, too. I wonder, like, I wonder how many people out there realize that, they, like, really, like, messed things up for all, like, the young folks.
Well, Sammie, roll your eyes to the top of your head and relax the muscles in your face and jaw. Now say, I am deeply hypnotized.
I'm deeply hypnotized.
Now, sleep. Sammie, allow all those thoughts to just fade from your mind. And relax even deeper down. In a moment I'm going to count from 1 to 3. When I reach number 3, I want you to wake up. Fully present, fully aware. No thoughts, no worries, no thinking. Just be present and calm in the moment. Waking on 3. 1, 2, 3. Wake up. Open your eyes. Hi. Alright? Yeah. Alright. Just had to test some of those hypnotic triggers. So. Oh, what happened?
Like, I go down into like this relaxation mode, and then when I wake up, and I see the lights, it like, it like gets into my brain. It hurts.
Oh.
Like.
Hold on a second.
Makes sense.
Oh, but now it's so dark. Was it? It's not too bad. Sleep. Sleep. Sammie, in a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 3. When I reach the number 3, I want you to sit up. Sit up, stare straight ahead into the salt lamp on the wall. Stare at the salt lamp. Your mind will be blank, empty. Empty, blank, no thoughts, and no thinking. Waking on 3, looking at the salt lamp in front of you. 1, 2, 3. Wake up. Sit up straight. How do you feel now?
Sleepy.
Sleepy? How does it feel to look at those lights over there? Hold that. Now, roll your eyes, the top of your head, staying blank, empty, empty, blank. Relax the muscles in your face and jaw as you open your mouth. As you roll your eyes, as you relax the muscles in your face and jaw, feel yourself going even deeper. Feel your mind becoming more blank, more empty. Feel everything that you were worrying about, everything you were thinking about, all the thought waves melting away as you continue to drift even deeper down. Now say 3 times, I am deeply hypnotized.
I am deeply hypnotized. I am deeply hypnotized. I am deeply hypnotized.
Drift even deeper down. Your mind is blank. Your mind is empty. Everything fading from your mind. Now as you continue to roll your eyes, continue to roll your eyes. Imagine, picture in your mind the TV screen. TV screen replaying everything that you were thinking about all through the day. See the images flash before you of everything that you did. All the activity, hustling and bustling, and all the thoughts that were looping through your mind all through the day. Now picture in your right hand a remote control for this TV. Holding this remote control, raise your right hand, point it towards the TV screen. Now, notice how on the remote control, on the top of the remote control is a nice little red button, a power button. When you push this power button, the TV will power off. Everything that you were worrying about, everything you were thinking about, will all just disappear as the screen goes black. Now with your thumb, just push that power button down. And notice how all you see is a blank screen. Everything that was captivating your attention is now all gone. And there's nothing left but a blank and empty screen. Now relax your arm, allowing it to go loose and limp. Take a deep breath and relax even deeper. Continue to breathe slowly and deeply. Focus on the sensation that you feel right now, this calm relaxation. As if everything in your mind has been powered off. Blank, empty, no thoughts, no thinking. You're safe. You're free to just relax in this moment. Now, in a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 5. When I reach the number 5, you will carry this sensation of relaxation as you wake from trance. No more thoughts, no more thinking. Just calm and relaxed, relaxed and calm. Waking on 5. 1, 2, calm and relaxed. 3, 4, blank and empty. And 5, open your eyes. Feeling calm and relaxed still. Welcome back. Kind of you okay? Mm-hmm. Alrighty. Mind blank. No thoughts as you follow my commands. Making a pretty face. Making a silly face. Rolling your eyes and making a nahigo face. Staring ahead blank and empty. Now posing like making a pretty pose. Making a happy pose. making a pouty pose. Now, waking from trance as I count from 1 to 3. 1, 2, 3. Wake up. Alright, how do you feel now?
A headache.
Less of a headache?
I have a headache. And, subsided a little.
Okay. Subsided a little. I think that's good. That's a good place to pack it in for now. Oh, some people, looks like the stream recovered. I don't know what happened there. Our stream was just like just doing something wacky, but well, Merry Christmas, everyone. Again, sorry that we've kind of like been a bit distracted and busy lately.
Well, Christmas is on Thursday.
Thursday? Oh, show up your.
So this is the last stream
Yes.
until.
I'll stand up real quick and show like the bottom of your sweater there. So it's like Sammie has a nice Santa sweater. That's I see you when you're and shit faced. All right, have a seat.
Like a little pocket here.
Yes, for
Or like a little Mickey.
Oh,
it's for like a little Mickey.
a little flask. Okay, so Play Tutor liked the stream. Oh, glad you enjoyed it, Play Tutor. Actually, Sammie's and I, well, especially Sammie's been very stressed out lately, so it's good to give her a chance to relax. But okay, so as I was saying earlier, yeah, as I was saying earlier, so I've been experimenting a lot with like our SammieBot GPT like bot that I made, and I actually have a lot of like images of AI generated images cloning Sammie's face, doing like you know, dressing her up in like sexy Mrs. Claus outfits and lingerie and bikinis, and some of them are nude too. So would you guys would any of you like to see that on Patreon? Like I can't show it on YouTube, but like it's like, and some of them are actually overlays for like hypnosis videos, like because like hypnosis videos use like DALL-E to like create AI anime style, but then I use the same prompts to make AI like nudes of like Sammie's face. So like if you guys want to see that, I'll I'll put those up on our Patreon like someday soon. You're okay with that, right, Sammie? Like you've seen them all, I think, haven't you?
Yeah.
So like it's pretty cool. I like cloning your face onto like, you know, a bikini model, but some like, yeah, they're kind of fun to look at. So
a bikini.
Yeah, or lingerie model.
Hopefully one day I'll get to wear a bikini.
Yes.
On the stream.
Stream. We should go to like Mexico to do it.
Hey, streaming in a bikini.
Well, it's like
This is like my IRL.
yes. Well, Santa sweater's nice too. But
oh yeah, Santa sweater.
see, Gary, hypnotizer speak and act normal but unknowingly with her. Well, we'll do that next stream, I guess. I think we're gonna call it there. So, thanks a lot, everybody, and also thanks to everyone on Patreon, because like, sorry that we've been a little bit busy, but we do see you guys there. So, Merry Christmas, Alex. And Merry Christmas. Who else? Play Tutor, Gary, JMO, King JMO. It's good seeing you, King JMO. Hope you enjoyed the show. And again, sorry about this.
I don't have my bell. Okay.
Oh.
I have like a bell. Anyways, actually, I can't remember the bell. Wait.
Yes. All right.
But Merry Christmas, everyone, and thanks for joining the stream tonight. For those that joined, and thank you for all of my Patreon supporters. I see them on my phone every time someone joins. Makes me happy, and makes me want to continue streaming.
Yay.
You're here. I want to participate. I can't get that participation award if I don't show up, right?
Yes. Oh, Sammie, you're such a millennial sometimes. Oh.
Millennial.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, Merry Christmas,
Anyways.
everybody.
I really appreciate it. So I don't want to like down the appreciation there, but yes. Thank you everyone for being there, and you guys are great. Thanks so much.
Alrighty. Well, let's close off the stream there. Oh, thanks, King J-Mo. It's good seeing you again. Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas, King J-Mo.
Alright. Closing out the stream in 3, 2,